Styles, and you're watching BrettO Live.
What is going on, guys? BrettO Live back with another video, and welcome to the episode 143 of the Week in Review setup. This is where we go over Raw and SmackDown in a WWE action figure setup style. We're going to start off with Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw wasn't too bad. Yeah, it actually wasn't too bad. We're going to go over it. It had some super weak points, and it had some pretty decent points. We're going to go over it right now. Let's freaking do it. We opened up the show with the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Lesnar came out to the ring with his advocate, Paul Heyman. So it's basically official that Paul Heyman is no longer with Roman Reigns. Of course, maybe he might still be with Roman Reigns. This could be a well-executed plan by the wise man. This could be a well-executed plan. Get close with Lesnar, turn on Lesnar. That's what it could be. You never know, but we did see a good old classic advocate Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar promo. I really enjoyed it. It was awesome to see Brock Lesnar with the WWE Championship again. It reminded me of 2015 all over again when he won the WWE Championship. This was just amazing. This was freaking awesome. I loved this promo so much. They talked about Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar said, "Acknowledge me, South Carolina." I'm like, yo, I just thought that was wicked. Moving over here, Miz and Maurice, they were doing a promo, obviously get interrupted. Miz was being super hypocritical, talking about how Edge had to use his wife to win, even though Miz does that all the time. Edge and Beth Phoenix ended up interrupting. They come out, and then Edge and Beth Phoenix set out the challenge for a mixed tag team match at the Royal Rumble, and I'm not looking forward to it. It's basically going to end the same way that WWE Day 1 did. We're going to see Edge and Beth Phoenix win again, so I'm not looking forward to this whatsoever. I honestly would have just ended it off there and just put Miz and Edge in the Royal Rumble. Even though Edge did just win this past year. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. As far as the promo goes, it was okay. Speaking of things I'm not a fan of, AJ Styles. This was so sad, but you knew it was going to happen. It was Omos versus AJ Styles. Omos dominated. Basically, that's the way I'm going to put it. Almost dominated. He was able to pin AJ Styles 1, 2, 3. This is not the route I would have chosen. I would have definitely had AJ Styles at least hit one phenomenal forearm on Omos and drop Omos. I would have had AJ Styles drop Omos. Yes. Not pin Omos, but drop him. Get him down on his back for the first time. I think it would have been so cool, making AJ Styles look really good, but at the same time making him lose. I think it would have worked, but they didn't. WWE, they don't like taking risks. They just had Omos dominate, and it was really freaking lame. But hopefully AJ Styles just gets away from Omos completely, wins the Royal Rumble, and just forgets about this idiot Omos that does not know how to wrestle. Moving over here, it was the Street Profits going up against Commander Aziz and Apollo Crews. This tag team match wasn't too bad, some decent action. We saw the same ending that we've been seeing with the Street Profits ever since their debut. Montez Ford hit the super high frog splash, and they always go crazy, but he does the same move every time. They always win with this big frog splash, and it's the same thing every time. That's why I don't like the Street Profits. They're the same thing. Never expect anything different when it's the Street Profits. Guaranteed, nothing's going to change when it's the Street Profits. You have the frog splash finish. We want the smoke. It's the same thing. I'm not a fan of them. Moving over here, it was the United States Championship match. It was Damian Priest and Dolph Ziggler one-on-one for the United States Championship. And like I said, this match would have worked way better if Robert Roode was not with Dolph Ziggler. If Dolph Ziggler was a singles guy without Roode, this match would have worked way better. But it was for the United States Championship, I believe, for the fourth time. I think this is the fourth time we're seeing this match. And Damian Priest was finally able to pick up the victory. It was okay. Dolph Ziggler had me fooled at some points. He was able to hit the zigzag. I really thought they were going to give it to Ziggler. If they were smart, they would have. But Damian Priest, if he got disqualified, he would have lost the title if he let out like the Damian side, but he didn't. He was able to control himself, hit the Reckoning, and pick up the victory. It was okay. I would have went the route of Ziggler winning, though. Would have made it more interesting. Moving over here, the tag team match that I have no clue why we're seeing. It was Riddle and Randy Orton going up against the Alpha Academy. This was a match I have no clue why we're seeing this. We saw Riddle and Randy Orton beat Otis and Chad Gable in two separate singles matches last week. Why are we seeing another tag team match between them? Why? I know, because there's no other tag teams on Monday Night Raw that are jobbers, but the Alpha Academy. So Yeah, they just put him up against another match with RK Bro, and to continue the storyline, they had Otis hit the World's Strongest Slam on Riddle and pin him out of nowhere. I'm like, what? That's what pinned Riddle? I'm like, dude, that was so whack. It's a super lame match. I was not a fan of it. Oh my god, speaking of lame matches, get ready, guys. It was a tag team match, Rhea Ripley and Nikki Cross going up against Selena Vega and Carmella. This match sucked, and Selena Vega and Carmella ended up winning, making Nikki Cross look really bad. So then Rhea Ripley questions whether she'd be in a tag team with her. It was absolutely trash. Moving over here is Dana Brooke and Reggie going up against Akira Tozawa and Tamina. Yes, I have R-Truth right there, but it's a 24/7 crap, so yeah. But yeah, this match sucked. Dana and Reggie got the victory. It was freaking horrible. Moving over here, we had a promo. Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan interrupts. She wants a rematch. Bianca Belair comes out, so it's going to be a triple threat match at the Royal Rumble. They brawl because they want to fight Becky Lynch. I could care less. And moving over here to the match that we were supposed to see at WWE Day 1. Oh yeah, this was awesome. Big E, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley. I love these guys in a fatal four-way. It was so good. I loved this match so much. Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins' chemistry. I talked about it in the WWE Day 1 review. They are so good together. They need to become a tag team, and I guarantee they do, because neither of them won this match. Bobby Lashley won this match and gained the opportunity to face the Beast in the East, Brock Lesnar, at the Royal Rumble for the WWE Championship. This is a match that everybody's wanted to see. This is a dream match for me. Everybody's always wanted to see this match. Ever since Bobby Lashley returned, everybody's like, yeah, we need to see Lesnar versus Lashley, and we're going to get it. I am so surprised they didn't give it to Big E. I am so freaking surprised. But yeah, Bobby Lashley was able to pick up the victory. It was a great match. Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins need to become a tag team. Thought it was amazing. But yeah, guys, as far as the entire show goes, it was an all right Monday Night Raw. The first Raw of 2022, it wasn't bad. A lot of crap, though. A lot of bull crap, in my opinion. But like I said, decent action. I enjoyed some of the promos. So in the end, I'm probably going to give this show a solid 2 out of 5. Normally, Raw gets a 2 out of 5 from me. It wasn't bad. Very bored at some points. Very entertained at certain points. And continuing the SmackDown part of the video, we're going to jump right in. We started off the show with a bang. They started off the show with Roman Reigns returning from good old COVID-19, running down the aisle, looking amazing. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe he was there. I couldn't believe it. I feel like he recovered so freaking fast. That is awesome. So happy about that. Comes out to the ring, starts cutting a promo, how he despises Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. And who comes out? None other than Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar, of course. They come out, and the thing that surrounded this promo the most was like, is Paul Heyman truly allegiant? Like, is his alliance with Brock Lesnar like super strong? Or does he still have feelings for Roman? And he did still have feelings for Roman. You could tell in this promo, but he also still had feelings for Lesnar. So I still think Paul's half and half. It's weird. Because Roman's like, Brock, don't talk to Paul like that. And then Brock's like, or what? I was just like, dude, this promo's so good. But then Paul Heyman distracted Lesnar a little bit when he said, well, I like Roman Reigns. I used to love him. I used to work with him. Brock gets distracted. Superman punch by Roman Reigns, catching Lesnar off guard, of course. Roman, the coward that he is, even though he's a beast, mad respect for him. The coward that he is, sneaks a Superman punch when Lesnar wasn't looking. Thought it was a solid promo. Awesome way to open up the show. I really enjoyed it. Speaking of, not so awesome, they're continuing this crap. Charlotte Flair versus Naomi, and I'm like, oh, this is something pretty fresh. This is something pretty new. No Sonya Deville. This is gonna be awesome. It was a decent match. It was a little long and drawn out. I'm not even gonna lie. And then right when Naomi's about to win, she's about to win by countout. And if Naomi wins, she's gonna get a SmackDown Women's Championship opportunity in the future. But then right when the ref's about to say 9 and then 10, Sonya Deville comes out and then says, you can't win by by countout. And then she just keeps changing the rules as Naomi's about to win throughout the match. I'm just like, this is so stupid. Just like this match, just like Sonya Deville and Naomi, long and drawn out. So boring. I got so bored. In the end, obviously, Charlotte was able to pick up the victory with the help of Sonya Deville. How could you even be proud of a victory like that? It was so lame and just so freaking boring. Moving over here, it was Sami Zayn going up against Rick Boogs. I really wish it was Sami Zayn going up against Shinsuke Nakamura. I would have loved to seen that match even more than Rick Boogs versus Sami, because I didn't really want to see Rick Boogs versus Sami. I feel like we've seen that match multiple times. Rick Boogs was able to pick up the victory over Sami Zayn. And then Johnny Knoxville came up from behind and then eliminated Sami Zayn out of the ring. And speaking of Johnny Knoxville, I'm not really happy that he's going to be in the Royal Rumble. I'm going to be honest. Like that could be a spot for like an up-and-comer or a debut or an indie guy, or like, I don't know. But somebody, like an actual wrestler, please. Knoxville's obviously not going to win. I'm just not a fan of that. Not a fan of that whatsoever. But yeah, Rick Boogs was able to pick up the victory, and it should have been Sami versus Shinsuke. Moving over here is an episode of Happy Talk with special guest Drew McIntyre. It was not Drew McIntyre. It was Madcap Moss dressed up as Drew McIntyre. And yeah, they just basically made fun of Drew because they attacked him last week. It was just stupid, honestly. It was just stupid. It wasn't funny. It was just lame. I wasn't entertained. It was just lame. That's all it was. And then it turned into a tag team match between the Viking Idiots and the Happy Men. And it was a lame tag team match, too. I just wasn't really into it. I believe Madcap got the victory for the Happy Team. But honestly, it doesn't even freaking matter. Madcap and Corbin, not a fan. Eric and Ivar, also not a fan. Speaking of something I am a fan of, oh my god, the New Day and the Usos. This never gets old. I feel like we've seen this match multiple different times, but this is a match that never gets old for me. New Day Usos street fight for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. This match was epic. This match went into the crowd. It went up the entrance ramp. This match was awesome. I really enjoyed it. It was some hardcore stuff going on. Usos, New Day, they had me fooled at some points. I thought the New Day was going to win the titles because this is their second opportunity because, of course, they lost at day one. Little odd how they're getting another opportunity here because the Usos won pretty clean at day one. So pretty odd how they're getting a rematch. But anyways, in the end, we saw Jimmy and Jey Uso deliver a 3D death drop, a deadly death drop, to Kofi Kingston through a freaking table and pick up the victory. It was awesome. I loved it. The Usos just showing how more dominant they freaking are. I loved this. I loved this match. I loved how the Usos retained because I was a lot on the fence. I thought Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods were going to win this match. Even at the beginning, I'm like, yeah, I think they're going to give this to New Day. But no, they didn't. It was a solid match, and I enjoyed it. And then right after this match, they cut backstage, and Roman Reigns, he needs a person to fight at the Royal Rumble, right? Brock Lesnar's booked up. He's going up against Bobby Lashley. Roman Reigns needs an opponent. Who's he facing? Seth freaking Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins approaches Roman Reigns and just starts laughing. So I would assume that is his next challenger at the Royal Rumble. And will Seth win? If Seth wins at the Royal Rumble, that was the original plan for day one, for Seth to win the WWE Championship. But instead, he's going to be going after the Universal Championship right now. I love it. I freaking love it. Sign me up. I cannot wait for the Royal Rumble. Oh my gosh. Very cool. That was SmackDown. That was Raw setup style. If I were to rate SmackDown this week, I'm going to give SmackDown a solid... I'll give SmackDown a solid 2 out of 5. I enjoyed the Usos match, and I enjoyed the Roman stuff. Everything else was pretty whack, in my opinion. But you guys, those are the weekend review. Really big enjoy. Let me know what you guys thought about the shows down in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time. BrettO Live out.